Bet you guessed it. Hi, Shanti Tag. So much love to the bitch squad. Welcome everyone. Hi. So like, what even is alignment? Like, can we talk about that? What it even is it? How many people have heard the word alignment? How many people have heard that word used in sentences? How many of you have heard it being tossed around in the spiritual self-help mindset scene? Okay. I've talked about it before and I will continue to talk about it because I love this conversation. Okay, alignment. Alignment. What it is, what it's not. Okay, let's get into it. What it's not, let's start there. What it's not is always something that you like. And I see this often with peeps in the scene where that's just like not really an alignment. That's like not an alignment. That's not an alignment. What they mean is, I don't like that. I just don't like it, right? That's different. You get to not like something, right? And then you get to say yay, nay, whatever, right? That's different. True alignment, a lot of the times we don't like what's truly in our highest and best. And so that's kind of what alignment is. What is in our highest and best interest? What is the physical manifestations? What's the physical manifestation? What is the circumstance? What is, whatever. Like, what is before me that is serving my highest and best? Now, here's the thing. Here's the funny piece. A lot of times it's all of it. It's just all of it. Whatever you've called in, you've created. And it doesn't even necessarily matter around. Now, I realize this might sound like a contradiction to some of the other shit I've been talking about. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, does it even really matter what I've created for myself? Because I know at the end of the day, if I'm someone who has my eyes wide open, I'm going to be able to say all of this is in alignment with me because I get to show up potentially in a new way. I get to hold a new standard or stick to a standard that I previously set for myself. I get to treat myself the way I want to be treated by others. All of that all of that is opportunities to contribute to the evolutionary process of your soul. Okay? So alignment doesn't mean what you like and what you don't like. Alignment really can be as simple as reframing any given scenario in order for you to learn and grow. And now the learning piece is tricky because we don't necessarily want to beat something to the ground in order to make sense of it and get the lesson that we learned or we didn't learn, right? Because sometimes the lessons, we might not see the fruit of the seeds we've planted in this life. We might not see that, okay? So we just need to trust the process that if my eyes are wide open, I am honest, I have integrity, I take accountability, and I am aware of the fact that I signed up for this shit. Sometimes that's all that's necessary in order for us to have the experience of being in alignment. Now, part of the experience of being in alignment, a lot of that has to do actually with the spine. Have you heard me talk about this before? Yes, you have. The spine, like literally like the spine in a line. The spine in line is your spine in line. Open up the jams. All right. Like, really, what the fuck is your posture doing? Because posture is the name of the game. Now, if you're someone who is in an able body, but you're just lazy, I'm pointing my fingers at you, honey, okay? But if you're someone who has chosen a life or is living a life, because I know chosen can be tricky for some people, that maybe, you don't have access to straightening your spine and sitting up tall or standing up tall. Maybe that's just not the incarnation that you're in right now, and that's okay. You can still achieve alignment. But and that's another conversation we'll get into a little bit here, but I will get into that later on, because I have a number of clients actually who have really, differently abled physical situations and mental situations going on, okay? But right now, I'm talking to y'all who have a capable and able body, but maybe y'all are just lazy. And that laziness can stem from all kinds of stuff, right? And I know lazy is triggering, I get it, but let yourself be triggered. That's okay. Because sometimes the anger of hearing someone say that word lazy will slap you awake and into alignment. You can use the energy of that anger to then fuel some physical action, okay? So spinal alignment, sitting up nice and tall, using the belly muscles, using the core by bringing the navel towards the spine in order to anchor that lower back, okay? You can tuck the tail a tiny bit, or maybe you need to push it out depending on what you're kind of working with, okay, in your usual posture. And then the chin is in, the chest is out, okay? And that chin in is so important because right now we're accessing the brainstem, and we really want that brainstem to be nice and long and not cut off in half by the back of the skull, because then the cerebral fluid isn't able to flow. And maybe you know, but in case you don't, our spine is like an antenna, and that's not just airy-fairy floofiness. This is actual, observable by modern day scientific instrumentation, okay? Your spine is an antenna, and it extends out from the base of the tailbone, the energetics of it, and out of the top of the head. And the top of the head has, we'll call this like a little kind of like satellite, or a big satellite, in the way in which we're focused, and especially if our spine is in alignment or not in alignment, will tune the dial of this satellite to the whatever channel is a matched frequency to our posture, to our focus, to our state of being. And now this is what's tricky when we're working with alignment, is because what came first, the chicken or the fucking egg, okay? It's like, is my, and I've talked about this before, and I'll continue to talk about this. Unless you were just born, your emotional content that's been stored in the body, or your emotional content that's been expressed and then re-alchemized into higher vibrational, frequency quality, will dictate whatever channel you're tuned in. Okay, that spine has a lot to do with it too. Okay, so it's kind of like a double whammy. That's always going to come first. What's happening in the emotional landscape and what's happening with the spine. Okay, and other people will disagree with me, and please do, because again, if we all agree on everything, that shit is fucking boring. I'm not here to get you to agree with me. I'm just here to maybe, offer some fucking education, maybe something new, another option to try on for yourself. And also, if I piss you off, that's okay too, because it's a part of life. It's why we came here, to experience all there is to experience. I signed up for it, I get it, and I'm okay with that, okay? So, that's really what dictates the experience of alignment or resonance. It also will dictate, if I'm stifled, if I'm contracted, if I'm holding all my shit in and I'm not addressing, and my spine's hunched, and I'm lazy, and I'm depressed, I'm all this stuff, which I know feels like in moments like that there might not be any other option, but I'm here to tell you there is, okay? There is. Even if it's just like, okay, if you're in a space of clearly not in alignment, right? Your spine is not in alignment. Your emotions are not in alignment. You're not in alignment, and you're suffering. Start with a breath, and then start with some noise, even if it's very, very low. Just start to rattle the body with your own sound current. I'm telling you, it's like the purr of a fucking cat for your own system. It's so healing. You can start there. You don't have to go nuts and do a fucking yoga class and do whatever. Just breathe and make a little bit of noise to vibrate the heart space, okay? That's where you can start. Yeah? Okay. But, you know, that's kind of the experience of alignment. That's what alignment is. When I'm in this space of clean and clear posture, of honest emotional expression, accountability, blah, 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 right? I'm in alignment, which means that everything I experience, even when it sucks, I know is gonna be in alignment because it's contributing to my soul's evolution, and I can lean into that and just kind of surrender to the process. Yeah? So alignment isn't just about what I like and what I don't fucking like. It is all about what is the highest vibrational quality that I can achieve with my emotional health, that I can achieve with my physical health and my physical posture, and that I can achieve with each and every moment of my life, making it the most I can make. Because, honey, you're here to experience it all, and you're here to change this fucking world, and you're here to contribute to your soul's evolution. Fuck yes! Mwah! So much love to the bitch squad. The bitch squad. The bitch squad.